Colin Kaepernick is not the face of Nike now. He's one of the new faces of Nike. Their 30th anniversary, and all of a sudden, Colin Kaepernick is part of their ad campaign. And I know that everybody has an opinion on this. Keep this in mind. For those upset with Nike has, I'm sure, done their due diligence, a deep dive on how they think America is going to react. So you've already had people saying, I'll never wear Nike. I'm going to burn my Nike gear. It's calculated. This is all calculated. Nike's going to get a lot of exposure. They've got a lot of exposure. If you look at the athletes on their roster, a majority of the big names are African Americans. So maybe this is a way of saying, hey, this is a bigger picture than just Colin Kaepernick. So there's a lot of things at play here. And you may not like it. We're mixing politics. We got a lot going on. Race, politics, you just throw it all in the blender here. And now Nike's involved in this as well. But for Colin Kaepernick, he's going to get paid. They kept him on their roster. They were paying him. They didn't know what to do with Colin Kaepernick. And I think a lot of people were surprised, I was, that Nike was still paying Colin Kaepernick, even though he wasn't playing anymore. I think they were trying to figure out, what do we do with this? Do we want to be on the right side of history in their minds and side with Colin Kaepernick? I don't know if they have altruistic motives here. Maybe this is just, we can make money off of him, market him. Is he going to have his own line, his clothing line, shoe line? But you've already had people who have sent out tweets where they're burning their Nike gear. And you can do that. I will say this. If your outrage is now Colin Kaepernick with Nike, where was your outrage with, children who were making the shoes in a, third world country here? And were you burning your gear then? So be consistent with this. If you're really outraged with Nike, your outrage could have started many, many years ago. Not now. But with Colin Kaepernick, just don't buy the gear. That's fine. You don't like it? Don't buy it. But Nike is prepared for this. Nike had to roll the dice. And I told Seton, keep an eye on Nike's stock. I think on Friday, when the market closed, they were over $80. Does that sound about right, Seton?
Well, as you normally do, you come to me with all of your Wall Street and stock news.
Yes.
That's kind of my place on the show as the stock guy.
Yeah. I just asked you to find Nike's stock price, Seton.
I'm running a little too much with that. A little too far.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Closing bell.
Seton's got 5 hot stocks for the month of September later, next hour.
I can't miss 5 stars.
Yeah.
Next.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm curious what Nike opens up.
This has it at, right now they're at $79.83.
So that they've gone down a couple bucks.
I believe it's called tanking, Dan.
Oh, is that what it
The
is?
stock is tanking. It's a free-for-all right now on the floor.
Sell it all. Sell it.
Is this Wall Street?
Yeah.
Blue Star?
Dump it. Dump it all.
Oh, people, man, they want opinions right now. Oh, what do you think of the Colin Kaepernick? This is Nike using Colin Kaepernick. If I'm Colin Kaepernick, the one thing I would be aware of, careful of, is you're watering down your martyrdom. That all of a sudden it feels like this is calculated, a little too calculated for me. If you had this message and you gave up your football career because you believed in this, great. Understand it. You did it. But now, all of a sudden, we're going to make money off the revolution here. And that's what makes me squeamish. But it still comes down to, if you don't want to buy Nike, don't buy it. But burning your Nike shoes doesn't mean that somebody else is going to go, yep, I'm going to do the same thing. I understand you got bills to pay. It's just, I don't want the revolution sponsored by Nike. He did give a lot of money to charity. I mean, he's done a lot of great things, but there's some loose ends here that make me a little suspicious. I mean, can you imagine, World War II brought to you by Nike? Like, we're sponsoring things here.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.